Man, this machine is on fire. Jeez, this machine is ice cold. These are phrases I'm sure you've heard if you've ever been in a casino. I've certainly said them myself. But the question is it a reality or is it just what you're experiencing at the time? That's what we're going to talk about today, right after this. Welcome to Cruising on Comps. Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Chris, and today, hot machines, cold machines. Is there such a thing? Let's talk about the belief first. The belief is if you're sitting in a machine and you've just hit bonus after bonus after bonus, you're thinking to yourself, this machine is on fire. I've said it, you've likely said it, or you've heard somebody say it. On the flip side of that, you're sitting in a machine and just spin after spin after spin is just nothing. Man, this machine is ice freaking cold. These are the things that go through our head, the emotions that everyone experiences when they're gambling. And the interesting part about it is we try to project those emotions onto a machine. It doesn't have a consciousness. It doesn't have anything. It's just a machine, but we end up projecting those emotions onto that machine, and we have an expectation based on prior results of what's going to happen in future results, and that's where the math comes in. So let's talk about that now. So let's talk about how a slot machine is actually designed and how it actually works. And I don't care how fancy it is. It's really very, very basic. It all boils down to a random number generator. Now, some of you watching this may side on the argument that you can't have complete randomness in a slot machine because it's a contained system. And you would arguably be right in the long term of things. But the terminology within the casino industry, within slot machines, is random number generator. What that essentially means is every single symbol or non-symbol that you see pop up on a machine basically has a number assigned to it. And when you press the button, the determining factor of what's going to happen takes place at that very moment. When you press the spin button, the outcome is decided. So this random number generator that's cycling through millions and millions and millions of number combinations, at that moment, you isolate a set of numbers. That isolates in the machine what symbols are going to show up and what's going to happen. And that happens independently of every previous spin and every future spin. The only thing that matters is what happens at the precise moment you press the spin button. This is why tapping the button doesn't matter. Revving the screen doesn't matter. Doing anything to try to influence a slot machine doesn't matter. The only influence you have over a slot machine and that you'll ever have over a slot machine is when you press the button. That's it. So what does this mean? Well, it means that there's no such thing as a build-up in a slot machine. If a slot machine has went several spins without hitting anything, that does not mean that within the next X amount of spins, something's going to happen. It also doesn't mean that if you just hit 10 grand on a jackpot, that the very next spin couldn't also hit 10 grand. It just only matters of when you press that button. Now, things come in streaks. You're going to notice that when you're gambling. But What does that actually mean? What is that? Well, let's talk about that next. Okay, simple exercise. If I flip this coin right now, what are the odds it's going to land on heads versus land on tails? 50-50, right? But what if I flip this coin 10 times in a row, and 10 times in a row it lands on heads? On the 11th flip, what are the odds that it's going to land on heads versus land on tails? It's still 50-50. What has happened does not affect what will happen. In the short term, if I were wagering on this coin landing on heads, then I'm going to have success if it lands on heads 10 times. I'm going to have failure if it lands on heads 10 times and I've wagered on tails. But over the long haul, if I were to sit here and flip this coin 10 million times, then the number of times it lands on heads versus tails is going to squeeze to the mean, which is 50%. Okay? So in the short term, you're going to have isolated incidents of either streaks of hot or streaks of cold if you were wagering on which side of this coin it was going to land on. But if you were to sit here with me and watch me flip this coin 10 million times, at the end of the day, it's going to reduce to the mean. Now, how that translates into a slot machine is when a slot machine is put on a casino floor, it's programmed with a return to player percentage. And by and large, on cruise ships, we don't really know what this number is. There's been estimations of somewhere between 85 to 92%. But the reality is when that slot machine gets put on a casino floor, the casino knows in the long term, the life of that machine, how much money they're going to make off that machine, because even though the very first person that plays it might hit $5,000-$10,000 payouts in a row, over the long haul of that machine, the millions and millions and millions of times that the spin button is going to be hit, they're going to make out in the long run. This is why there's no such thing as turning the machines real loose on the first or second day of a cruise and then tightening them up hard on the last day of the cruise. Those things just don't happen. There's no reason for a casino to do that. They know how much money they're going to make off a machine in the long run. You have to understand that a slot machine is just a machine. It doesn't have a memory. It doesn't have well, I just gave out a bunch of money, so now I've got to go through a long streak to get that money back. That's just not how a slot machine works. It's the law of large numbers. It's the same as flipping this coin, that if we did it 10 million times, you're going to see ups and down swings of several repeated times where it's going to land on one or the other. But over the long haul, it is going to even out to 50-50. The same thing abides for a slot machine. If the payback percentage is 90%, over the millions and millions of spins, it's going to move to that 90%. Before we move on to the next part, real quick, if this information is helpful to you, you find it helpful, please do me a favor, smash the like button. It really helps the channel. And if you find this content valuable and you have not already subscribed, well, you know what to do. Let's talk about an exception to the rule I just gave. There are certain slot machines that have what's called a must-hit buy. An example would be like Buffalo Link. If you ever look on the screen on Buffalo Link, it's supposed to trigger a bonus by, I think it's 1,800 Buffalo most of the time, and it builds up to that. But that could happen at any given moment from the start to when it's supposed to be a must-hit buy. Some other games that you rarely find on a cruise ship would be something like Thunder Cash or Mustang Money or something like that, where it will say, you know, this is the amount and it must hit by $1,000 or something of that nature. So that's something to keep into consideration. I know many of you out there are smart gamblers, and you understand that there are machines that do have certain must hit by portions of how they function. So I just wanted to throw that caveat in there. That is building up in a machine, but again, when that triggers is at any random moment, it just must trigger by whenever. Now, having said that, the pigs, the firecrackers, the pots, all of those things, they're a perceived progression. They mean nothing. The only thing they kind of mean is it's been a while since someone triggered a bonus. But even with that, you can go hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of spins with a full pot or real fat pigs and nothing happen. So you got to keep that in mind. When you sit down in a machine, whether it has full pots, empty pots, whatever, every spin is going to be random, and the outcome of you hitting a bonus has nothing to do with those graphics on the screen. So now that we know that when you sit down in a machine, regardless of what happens in the short term, it doesn't mean a machine's hot. It doesn't mean a machine's cold in reality. Now, I want to make it very clear. I use that terminology all the time. I'll be sitting in a machine, and if I hit several bonuses in a row, that terminology will come out of my mouth of, man, this thing's on fire. Or if I sit there for 200 spins and nothing's happened, God, man, this thing is ice cold. That terminology gets used a lot, but let's not mistake terminology for fact. And the facts are there really isn't anything known as a hot machine or a cold machine. It just doesn't exist. So remember that. Here's what you need to remember more than anything else when it comes to being in a casino and the control you have over what's going on inside of a casino. And that's knowing when to get up and walk away. The by far most common mistake that people make when they're gambling is they do not set a limit of when they're going to get up and walk away. And that translates into chasing losses, or it translates into getting a win, and instead of taking that win, cycling it right back into the machine and end up losing everything that you've gained. You have to remember, there's a term that gets thrown around a lot called that, now I'm playing on the house's money, which again, that's another term that I personally use myself. But the reality of it is once you've won that money, that's your money. It's not the house's money. So keep those things in mind. Be disciplined. If there's anything that I can constantly preach on this channel that I'm going to, because I've made all these mistakes. I've believed all of these things myself, and I know what kind of financial consequences it can have if you're not careful. Understanding when to get up and walk away, setting a limit before you ever sit down to start playing is very, very important. So keep those things in mind. Don't fall into the traps of how the casino is designed to take your money. And this is one of the ways that a casino is designed to take your money, is the belief in there being a hot machine or a cold machine. And they're certainly not going to tell you that it doesn't work that way, because they want you to believe that. The more people sit in their butt in a slot machine chair mashing a button, the more money in the long term that casino is going to make. They know that. You know that. So use it to your advantage. Hey, thanks again for watching. As always, I really appreciate all y'all. If you found this content helpful, once again, you know what to do. And with that, I'll see you on the next one.